Man at Greatclips who interrupted all of the women that he was talking to, who interrupted me even, to the man at Greatclips who interrupted every single person that he was. Is it cowardly for me to make a video talking to you instead of confronting you in the moment? Yes, I'm a non-confrontational person, sorry, but also I was a little concerned that if I confronted you on how abrasive you were being to everyone, that you would take it out on the women who worked there after I left, which you would of course say is not, you would never do that, but everyone could see through your entire act. I talked with the people that were working there on my way out the door, like, yeah, like, how do you not notice that you are being that abrasive to so many people? So rather than just yell at you on the internet, I drew a diagram to help explain the interaction and why, and specifically what happened that made everyone in that room not like you in a way that apparently you didn't seem to notice. In fact, I think that you are smart enough to know that you were being abrasive, that you are aware of how much space you are taking up, and that is precisely why you are doing it. Phase 1 of the interaction. It's just you, it's just me. You keep saying, dude, you're kind of smart. And I go, okay, yeah, I guess. And you're like, dude, but no, you're a genius. And you were being really forceful with the fact that you wanted me to accept that I was like a intellectual 1%er or something. You said that because I have a physics degree, that I had to be like at the top of the intellectual heap. And I kept trying to say, have you heard of Howard Gardner? Have you heard of the fact that multiple intelligences exist? And you just dismissed it out of hand. Why? Because after interacting with you and after watching you interact with other people, I've come to the conclusion that you need to believe in the idea of genius because you worship them and yourself by extension. That's a big claim, and these videos have to be short, but let's just... You kept telling me, despite having met me like 42 seconds before, that I was in the wrong career because I wasn't doing something physicsy, because I was interested in ethics. You thought that doing physicsy things at scale was better. I even discussed the concept of eugenics, which you dismissed out of hand. I've discussed eugenics on this channel a lot. There are a lot of reasons why it is important to pay attention to, and you just waved it away as if it doesn't exist. First off, I did think it was sort of funny that you were making the claim that I had a moral obligation towards one field and not towards another. Claims of moral obligation are ethical claims. You were making an ethics argument in your argument against ethics, which was just, it was funny. But more important than cheap shot internet points is how you were interacting with the people who were cutting our hair, who were both lower status. How you interact with someone who is lower status than you is one of the largest ethical indicators of your character, and that's why I'm so mad. That's why I'm making this video, because I got to see this really powerful ethical indicator on display for both of our entire haircuts. Started by talking about like, okay, so have you seen any movies lately? And I was like, Dune 2. And then all four of us, the hairdressers and us, were sort of vibing, talking about things, and that made you uncomfortable because you weren't in control of the conversation anymore. So you took back control of the conversation by interrupting and talking about Harry Potter. You're like, well, what do you think about Harry Potter? And you demanded that I give you a yes or no answer about what it was. You might not have noticed, but I did subtly call you on this in this moment. I said, what, do you need me to give you a reductive yes or no answer? And the two hairdressers both laughed. And that was because we were all on the same page about the fact that you were taking up way too much space and you wanted to just wrestle control of the conversation into your hands, not engage in conversation, but engage in controlling the conversation. Why do you need to control the conversation? And why do you need me to believe that the idea of genius exists and I have to be on these pedestals? These two phenomenon are related. If you believe, as you do, in the concept of genius, in the concept of the great man theory, of the strong man, and you are dominating every space that you enter into, then you get to be one step closer, one rung higher on the ladder to like fucking Nietzschean Ubermensch than the rest of us. And that gives you a sense of meaning and value as a person. So rather than use the physics degree, let's use the ethics degree for a second. I do not believe that you have more value as a person just because you are dominating someone else. I do not care what my job is or what your job is. You do not have more moral worth as a person than the two hairdressers whose voices you continue to ignore and stomp on. In your blithe dismissal of the concept of eugenics, you have embraced an ethics of human hierarchy. You have located your sense of moral worth as being worth more than others. There's a bowl in a china shop, and there's a peacock in a Greatclips. Male peacocks are the ones with the pretty feathers that take up tons of space. You were just moving about this Greatclips, taking up everybody's feathers, slapping everyone in the face. Everyone could see that it was coming from a place of insecurity, and it was annoying. It is my sincere hope for you that you find a way to locate your moral worth in something other than your dominance of others. Because if you cannot do that, you will, as I said in my other video, continue to be alone. My suspicion is that you treat many people in your life this way. And as a result, you are lacking in a depth of emotional connection, one of the things that gives life meaning. Yes, physics is important. Yes, mathematical intelligence exists. But emotional and moral intelligence exist too. Will to Change by Bell Hooks and For the Love of Men are a good place to start. I desperately hope that you find a way to learn this, not just for the comfort and psychological safety of the people that you interact with for the rest of your life, but actually truly for your own sake, because your sense of moral value, it is important. I, as a person who is an anti-eugenic moral philosopher, I believe that you have value intrinsically. You don't have to do anything to earn it.